Is Bishop Pádraig Ó Céidigh as an Spideal a Connemara. On the 17th of January 2012, at 9:20, I got the heart attack. That was, in many ways, a rebirth for me. That's when my real life started. That's when I started to cop on about the difference between success and happiness. From there on in, I actually started living, not existing. I ran the New York Marathon 8 or 9 months before that. I was fit, I was in the gym that morning. I never thought I was going to get a heart attack or I had any issues like that. I thought I was fine. Anyway, one of the doctors, she brought me into one of the cubicles. Now she was supposed to, she told me afterwards, to go out to get monitoring equipment to put on me, but for some reason she stayed with me. That was the first time my heart stopped. She did CPR on me, that got me back. I didn't know what was happening. I was lying on my back in severe pain, and I woke up on my left-hand side and I could feel I'd thrown up in my mouth. And now there was a number of nurses and doctors around me. I could see I was going into an operating theatre. They started doing something there in my groin. Pain was taking over not only physically my body, but mentally my head as well. And I was trying to mentally fight it as well as I could. And after a while, this sounds strange, but after a while, I felt I was going to die. And I asked myself, I said, Pádraig, look back on your life. This was kind of in the space of 20 seconds now. This wasn't a long thing. I said, geez, I did a lot of stupid things. I did a couple of right things. I did things I shouldn't do. I didn't do things I should do. But then I said, you're only human. That's the way we all are. So God, it's your call. The next thing was, I was not, this could be my head playing with me, I was not in the hospital bed, I was someplace else. And after maybe 2 minutes or so, I was back in the hospital bed. They put on the defibrillator to get me back. So I asked the person who was doing whatever he was doing, I said, what's your name? He says, I'm Kieran Daly. I said, you're the cardiologist? He says, I am, yes. So Kieran Daly said to me, he says, we've put in a stent. I said, Kieran, I hope it's a Galway stent. When he told me Medtronic made it, I said, I want to go up to Medtronic. I want to meet the people who are on the factory floor who actually made that stent, and to share with them that I'm so grateful they saved my life. And they showed me, and they said, 1 in every 4 stents that's implanted in people around the world is made in Galway. And one of them came up to me and said, we've a present for you. And that's what it was. That's an exact replica of the stent that's keeping me going in there. I bring that every place with me, because that's what saved my life and saving millions and millions of people's life out there. After the heart attack, the penny dropped and I realised that success and happiness are not the same thing at all. Happiness is something different, more profound, more important, more relevant. It's about living. My 4 kids have got married, I wouldn't have seen that. I have grandkids, I wouldn't have seen the grandkids. I wouldn't have done a fraction of the things I did, but for that.